You are gumbo.
Do you ever wonder why when you're in nature, you just feel more spiritual, you feel lighter, you feel more at ease? There's many reasons. For me, first of all, it's the removal of the distractions, the tech, the noise, all the little things that catch you. Now, of course, I'm recording, I have some tech here. But for the most part, if I'm not doing this, I'm just being. And part of being in nature is that, is just strictly the being. And it's the energy. It's like when you're surrounded by trees, or if you're by the water, or if you're in the mountains, whatever it is, you can't help but be in the presence of this energy. And it pulls to you because we are part of this. Like the energy that made the mountains, the divine intelligence that made the oceans, that made everything, made you and I. And so we feel like a connection, right? Like if I were to like touch this tree, I feel a certain groundedness. I feel a connection to that, just like I do on the ground that I walk, the stream that I hear, the birds that are nearby, any creatures, there's a kinship there because at a deep energetic soul level, we are part of this. And so you can't help but to be more reflective, to be less encumbered by, you know, the modern things that are happening in our lives, the dramas, the emails waiting for us, all that stuff. But when you're here, I, for one, feel like I am called to be at attention in this present moment and not to focus on anything else. And as you know, when you are doing this, when you're going for walks, your mind is unencumbered by so much that you have these wonderful thoughts. You know, you start thinking about, you know, ideas come to you, your dreams, like a goal or some sort of solution to a problem you've been thinking about for some time. It comes to you because your mind is at rest in some way, and it's allowing for your subconscious and other things to come up and dream and create solutions and to create in general. Most of my ideas, whether it's for a podcast, for a story, for content like this, for anything, almost always comes when I am in nature, or if I'm riding my bike or doing something similar. It's like, you know, when you're in the shower, you get all those thoughts. Same thing, is that you're in the present. And also it's kind of mindless. When you're in the shower, there's a lot of mind, like you've done it. It's like when you drive and all of a sudden you're like, I don't remember driving, but I'm at my destination. It's kind of scary, but in a way you've released your mind from its chores, and you can just bask in all this beauty. Like there's so much here just to be in connection with, in some sort of deep soul-like, at some deep soul-like level. You know, I just think of another way of looking at it is, you know, when you're in the city, like I live in a city, and you look up at the stars, and it's hard because there's so much noise pollution. But when you go out into the rural areas, you can see everything. There's so much more clarity. And in the same way, when we step away from the pollution of our thoughts, our racing thoughts, or of distractions and all that, when we remove that, there's more clarity. You can see more brightly, you can see more clearly because you're unencumbered by all that stuff. So that's how I feel when I'm out here. And this is why I enjoy it so much. This is why it brings me so much peace, because I know that this is in many ways the default state of mine. And I know that for you watching, it's your default state too. It can only be because we are created from the same force and the same source that all of this is. This is our default state. This is what we're meant to be in connection and commune with. So, all right, I'm gonna stop talking. I'm just gonna enjoy the rest of my time here. So I'm wishing you more time in nature, more time away from the distractions of noise of your daily life, even if it's for 5 or 10 minutes a day. It just makes a big difference.